Good morning, Nugget. Welcome to the A-10C conversion training course. Over the next few days, we'll teach you to fly and fight in the latest incarnation of the toughest, meanest, and ugliest jet in the Air Force inventory, the A-10C Thunderbolt II, better known as the Warthog or simply the Hog. In this brief introduction, the wings have large trailing edge flaps, 11 stations for stores loading, and large fuel tanks. The fuselage also holds a pair of fuel tanks, but was largely built around the massive GAL 8A Avenger 7-barrel 30mm cannon. Two engines are mounted externally high on the rear fuselage. Flight control is provided by large ailerons on the wings, twin elevators on the tailplane, and rudders on the vertical stabilizers. All these control surfaces have backup systems that keep the A-10 flying even after severe battle damage. The flight control system uses a combination of hydraulic and mechanical linkages run through the stability augmentation system that make the A-10 a very controllable and stable aircraft to handle. Two TF-34GE100A turbofan engines are mounted high on the rear fuselage at 50 Celsius when running at idle, but will briefly spike to 760 Celsius when we use it to feed the engine starter in 1 minute. Stabilized RPM operation of the APU will be at 100%. Press the spacebar key to continue once the APU EGT and RPM have stabilized. Now let's return to the electrical panel and set the APU generator switch to the power position. This will allow the APU generator to power the aircraft and relieve the battery drain. However, the battery needs to remain on. As the engine spools up, scan the engine monitoring instruments panel to watch the engine interstage turbine temperature, ITT, engine core speed, fan speed, and fuel flow gauges. Watch for the core fan RPM to stabilize around 60% when idling on the ground. You will also notice the left hydraulic system's pressure begin to build and advance the throttles to max. Use careful nose wheel steering commands to keep the aircraft running straight down the center. Press the hold tab pinky button or insert to disable nose wheel steering. Gently pull back on the stick to raise the nose to 10 degrees pitch on the ADI and hold it. Maintain 10 degrees in pitch. Raise the landing gear by pressing G and the flaps by pressing left shift plus L. The landing gear horn will sound while the landing gear is in transition. Adjust your pitch angle to maintain 180 knots indicated airspeed in the climb, and check the vertical velocity.